In convincing tech rumor news, Samsung has released this image teasing their upcoming Unpacked event happening on August 13th. Now this event is most likely for the announcement of the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 and the new Samsung Gear Watch. But recent leaked images of the actual developer units handed out to developers, as well as some images that I've gotten from my friend over in Korea, have said otherwise. But judging from the images I've seen, as well as the images you may have seen, it looks like Samsung will not only announce one phone, not two, but actually 3 phones during this event. And while I'm not confirming anything, the models seem to be the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus original, and then the S6 Edge Mini. Now in terms of specs, my friend really didn't disclose too much from Korea, as well as the articles are continuing just speculating on what display resolution and the performances will be. But if we were to base the future devices off these images solely, it looks like Samsung has done away with a lot of things that we feared of. So it looks like on the Note 5 that there won't be a removable back, meaning there's no removable battery, which will be a negative towards a lot of people. As far as the SD card is concerned, I am not too sure, and nor can I confirm anything based on these images. Now, based off of these images, it looks like the Note 5 has gone with the whole ejectable S Pen. To me personally, which is a nice little touch because it can securely fit it in there, as well as it's a nice way to just kind of easily access it, because when you pick it over time, the chrome finish kind of it starts to peel off for some people. It did for me at least. So this might be a nice way to kind of preserve the S Pen. But if you looked at the S6 Plus images, the S Pen is obviously not there. So technically speaking, they didn't get rid of the S Pen, but for those of you who are waiting for a Note 5 Edge screen like the S6 Edge, will be very disappointed. Now, before I move on, I'm gonna state again, these are just leaked images and these are just speculations still, because Samsung has not released any official specs or images of the devices. Now, one of the articles out there from Yahoo Tech has specified that the Note 5 won't be supporting a 4K resolution screen. If anything, it's gonna be continuing the same screen from the S6 or the Note 4, they said. Now, I personally hope that they didn't go this route, because based off the images, you remove the removable back, meaning that you probably won't have an SD card expansion slot or a removable battery, which is going to be a lot of negatives to a lot of people. And the only way you're going to get those people to continue to upgrade to this device is to wow them in the specs. I mean, that's pretty much what's been the biggest draw for these Note devices, not only from the functionality, but from performance, because they were always notoriously better than the latest Apple model. So I would hope that they would increase the specs, not only the performance, but the display resolution, because obviously the Gear VR is going to need the higher resolution to go ahead and impress those people who were not a fan of the screen door effect. At the same time, the S6 Edge Plus, really Samsung, is that the name that you're gonna go with? I really don't have to dive into the unoriginality of that name. And as far as the Mini is concerned, I mean, they did it with the S4, and I believe they did it with the S5. So that actually is probably not a negative route, because that phone might better suit certain people out there in the market. I mean, if anything, if you look at the entire Samsung line, they're not offering 2 phones, but they're actually offering you 5 different phones you can choose from the latest generation. So that's the S6, S6 Edge, S6 Edge Plus, Edge Mini, and then the Note 5. And that's on top of the other phones that they have, like the A8 and the other stuff. Now, I personally gotta say that I'm a little disappointed with these images. I mean, the S6 Edge Plus looks good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I think overall I was very underwhelmed by the design choices, as well as the potential hardware choices that they decided to go with. And once again, these aren't the final designs and these aren't the final colors and specs and everything, but these being developer images or so-called developer images, it's sort of teasing kind of the wrong idea. And as far as the watch is concerned, I kind of brushed over that. The design looks kind of good to me, actually. I mean, I'm personally not a fan of the circular design. Now, depending on the actual final look of it, as well as the updated user interface, it might be worth taking a look at. But guys, we will just simply have to wait to the August 13th event to finally see what the final products will look like and what they will hold. But just based off these images, I would like to know, are you excited? Are you disappointed? Are you underwhelmed? Are you kind of still in the middle ground of these devices? Whatever it may be, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you liked it, go ahead and leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any suggestions for news topics or any articles, go ahead and share them down below. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button if you like this video, as well as if you're interested in other videos that I've done. And definitely be on the lookout for more videos to come. So hurry up and subscribe. Click down below right now. Click.